This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe. I'm here to tell you all to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and remember to turn on notifications. You will be the first to know all about the latest Dragon Ball news and information.
Oh, did you say UnrealEntGaming? Oh, I love his channel.
God damn it, Zelbon, stop rubbing your nipples and get back to bed!
What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Dragon Ball Q&A episode, where today we have lots of awesome Dragon Ball questions to go through, so I want to go on ahead and personally welcome you guys to another awesome episode here today. Two things before we start, guys, is number one, these questions are also going to be a reflection onto you guys, so you guys can go on ahead and answer these questions down in the comment section below. So feel free to go on ahead and answer these questions down in the comment section below with your opinions. And of course, if you guys have any questions to ask me in pertains to the upcoming Dragon Ball Q&A video, then drop your questions down in the comment section below. So without wasting any time, let's begin with our very first question of the day, which is from Jack. Alex, are you ready for the Tournament of Power? I've been ready now ever since January, bro. I cannot wait to see Frieza betray everyone, because you know he's going to do it. And I was watching your recent DBZ Q&A video, and I have a few questions I hope you can answer. By the way, I love your videos, but I gotta admit, you're uploading a lot as of late, so much respect to you. Okay, so here are my questions. Well, I wanted to ask you guys, if I am uploading a little bit too much or not enough for you guys, go on ahead and let me know down below. Question number one, do you think Jiren is going to encounter and fight Frieza? And if they do, could Golden Frieza stand up to Jiren at full power? Question number two, do you think Frieza is going to lie in order to get Goku killed in the tournament? Question number three, do you think Goku will earn Jiren's respect? And do you think Jiren is going to win the Tournament of Power? Thanks, Alex. I love your content. Thank you so much, Jack. To answer your first question, I think so. I think that Frieza is going to fight Jiren at some point. But the question is, can true Golden Frieza match up to the potential of Jiren the Grey? My answer is no. Especially the way Jiren is being portrayed, I think that Jiren, aside from Goku's Limit Breaker form, is going to be the tank of the tournament. I think that Jiren is going to be the biggest gun they got, and I think that at some point we're going to see that as Jiren fights Goku, as Jiren fights Vegeta, as Jiren fights possibly even hits. I mean, there's so much potential here, but if true Golden Frieza were to battle against Jiren, in my humble opinion, I don't see Frieza surviving this. I can see Frieza trying to get a few shots in, but even as strong as Frieza is now, I'm gonna have to go with Jiren, and having to say that Jiren would ultimately trump Frieza in that encounter. Some of you guys may feel differently. If you guys feel as if true Golden Frieza can beat Jiren, let me know down below, because you guys will be surprised on how many people think that true Golden Frieza is the strongest one on the team now, in which case I don't think it's true. But if Jiren were to fight Frieza, I'm gonna have to go with Jiren all the way. Now, to answer your second question, is Frieza going to lie in order to get Goku killed in the tournament? My answer is yes, and the reason for that is you have to look at it from a standpoint to where Frieza hates Goku so much, he's going to do anything and everything he can to see this man get killed. So why not turn everyone against him in doing the same thing Bergamo did in saying that is your ultimate opponent, he is the reason why we're all here. I wanted to kill him a long time ago, but now we all have a chance to do it together and seeing him get erased. So yes, I do think that Frieza is going to be deceptive, manipulative. I think that he's going to try to get the gods to turn on each other, but either way, I think that Frieza is going to fight alongside Goku for the time being, of course, but I can see Frieza protecting Goku only because Frieza wants to be the one to permanently kill him. So that makes sense to me, because I can see Frieza being deceptive and saying, yeah man, I got your back, and then low-key having to say, oops, my hand slipped, oops, my foot slipped, oops, my tail slipped, and having to get back at Goku. So at some given point, yes, I think that Frieza is going to try to kill Goku by any means, turning people against him, trying to protect him in, giving him the image or illusion that he's on his team, and then low-key trying to shoot him with the death beam or something. But I think that Goku's guard is going to be dropped, because I think that Goku is too focused and worried about Jiren, Hit, and some of the other dudes that he's forgetting the biggest psychopath is on his team, and Frieza is the virus of the Tournament of Power, because he himself can inject that virus within the actual battle and get people to do things that they normally wouldn't do. So I think that yes, Frieza is going to try to betray Goku in the actual fight. Now, Do I think that, to answer your third question, is Goku going to earn Jiren's respect by the end of this? And is Jiren going to win the Tournament of Power? It's a two-part question. Now, to answer your first question, I think that by the end of this entire tournament, I think that the Pride Troopers are going to respect Goku. I think that by the end of it, I could see Toppo finally shaking Goku's hand and saying, all right, well, I was led to believe that you are the enemy, but it looks like you're actually not. So thank you so much for giving us a chance to, you know, fight for our survival, because that's ultimately what this tournament is for, is to give everyone a chance to fight for their respective universe. However, I think that by the end of it, Goku may in fact earn Jiren's respect, and we may see more of Jiren and everyone else down the line, but I think that in the beginning, he will not have Jiren's respect. But I think that by the end of this, once they come to a head-on collision, we will see a mutual respect from both parties. Now, can Jiren win the Tournament of Power, or is he? I think that more likely than so, I think that it is possible. It is possible for Jiren to walk away this entire battle the winner. However, you have to ask yourself, is Jiren able to sustain himself long enough to survive against 70 other fighters? Because remember, we don't know anything about Jiren to begin with. We don't know his power, we don't know how fast he is, we don't know how durable he is, we don't know his mental capacity. So for all we know, either Jiren might be a wild card, he might be a character like Piccolo where he's strategic, we just don't know. But does he possess the necessary qualities in being able to survive? Of course he does, but is he? That's up in the air, because again, Jiren is going to fight other people just as strong, if not just beneath him, I think, or if not stronger, like Hits, Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan, Goku, etc, etc. But do I think that he's gonna win? If he does win, it'll be a huge surprise, but by the end of it, do I think he's gonna win? Probably not. I don't see Jiren winning, but if he does win, I hope that it's in a way to where it just shocks us all. So anyways, Mr. Jack, thank you so much for the questions, and I hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Arrow. Hey Alex, first of all, I really love your content, and I hope you do really well on YouTube in the future. Thank you so much, man. It's because of you that everything is possible, so thank you so much for watching the videos and supporting the channel. Also, I have a few questions. Question number one, do you think that Toppo and Frieza will face off, and who do you think will win? I think Toppo will fight him and notice really how evil Frieza is compared to Goku, and think of Goku as an evil person a lot more for inviting Frieza to the tournament. That's a very good question. Question two, what universe do you think the Yardrat is from? I think he's from universe number 6 because they are universe 7's twin universe, and it's likely that universe 6 has Yardrats too. Question 3, if the tournament doesn't get interrupted, how do you think the tournament will end? If universe 7 doesn't win, I think universe 11 will win, and then the Grand Priest will state that the universe is getting destroyed was a lie, and it was just a tactic for all the universes to get their strongest fighters to the spot and fight for Zeno's entertainment. Thank you for reading my questions, and good luck in the rest of your YouTube career. Thank you so much, man. I love you, and thank you so much for the honest comments. Now, to answer your first question, Toppo versus True Golden Frieza. Honestly, I think Toppo would win. Either that, or maybe him and Frieza might be on par, if anything. So if it does come down to that, if Toppo doesn't win, then True Golden Frieza is going to be on par with Toppo, in my opinion. But I like the idea of Toppo looking at Goku and thinking of him as more of an evil person for inviting Frieza. However, I feel the opposite in a way to where I think Toppo is going to find out that Frieza is the one that truly has evil intentions, and he's probably going to forgive Goku in blaming him entirely and redirecting his focus to Frieza. Because if Toppo is supposed to be someone with knowledge in recognizing good and evil and being a candidate to be a god, I think that he would be smart enough to figure out that Frieza is up to no good. And even if Goku makes the save a couple of times to Toppo in protecting him from Frieza, I think that Goku will gain Toppo's respect then on forward, and Toppo having to recognize, like, okay, Goku saving my butt, and maybe he's not like the evil person I painted him out to be. So I think that Frieza is going to be recognized as the tyrant probably midway through, because I think that Frieza is going to have a very devious plan. But Toppo versus Frieza, it's hard to say. I would like to think that Toppo's stronger, but if anything, they just might be on par. They might be on par, and if that happens, that's going to be pretty scary. But if Toppo decides to look at Goku as being more evil for inviting Frieza, that'll give Toppo more of a reason to charge at Goku for this. So, and to answer your second question, where's the Yardrat from? Well, I would like to assume that he's from universe number 7, obviously, but I think, in my opinion, depending on when you're watching this video, and plus this video is being recorded on Tuesday, I think that he may be from universe number 6, because it wouldn't make sense for this Yard Rat to be like from universe number 4 or 2 or, you know, 8 or something like that. I could see him being from universe number 6, as you said, because they're twin universes. However, I think that he might be from universe 7 as a surprise, and then Goku having to recognize him and saying, hey, remember me, like I'm Son Goku or whatever. Like I could see dialogue between the two, but in my opinion, if he's not from universe number 7, then he's definitely from universe number 6. Now, if the tournament doesn't get interrupted, to answer your third question, who do I think will win? I think that if universe 7 doesn't win, the winners are going to be universe 6, because Champa owes Beerus a huge favor for helping him revive the Earth in universe number 6. So I think that universe 11, ultimately enough, might be the last ones remaining. Who knows? It might be universe 11 versus universe 6 by the end of this tournament. So it's safe to say that maybe universe 11 has a chance, but I think against people like Hit and the other 3 unknown fighters, and then you have the Saiyans and possibly even Frost if he doesn't bounce on his own team, that's a pretty good team right there. So I don't know, I would like to assume that universe 6 wins, and they do Beerus the favor in restoring not only his universe but also everyone else's. I mean, just for a way for Champa to, you know, pay back Beerus for what he did. That's just my opinion, of course. So anyways, Mr. Arrow, thank you so much for the questions, and I hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Sage. Hey Alex, I wanted to get your opinion on a couple of things. Shoot, man. Question number 1, do you think we will ever see Goku versus Jiren start early, or will they hold off until later? I honestly think they're gonna start that fight early just because they have it all but confirm it to happen. Question 2, besides Frost, who do you think Frieza will fight? Question 3, what in your opinion is the best strategy in this tournament? Well, thank you so much, Sage, for the questions. To answer your first question, I think that Goku versus Jiren is going to be prolonged just a little bit until we see Goku fight, you know, some of the other fighters from Moscow's universe, from Kitella's universe, from universe number 6 and stuff, because that's going to be a fight to where I think they're going to kind of like prolong until like the middle or end of the tournament. But I mean, once it goes down, it's gonna go down, and I don't think it's gonna start early. I think that they're gonna build to that, and in which case they should, because if Jiren is supposed to be the strongest and Goku's supposed to be one of the strongest, then yeah, I mean, having those two square off in the beginning would kind of like deflate the entire tournament, because nobody would really care about anything else. However, at a certain point when they do meet up, I think that it's safe to say that it's going to be a collision, but I don't see it happening in the beginning. I can definitely see this happening more towards like the middle, once we see more fights be established, once we see more action happening all over the place. I think that it's safe to say that those two are going to have a classic fight. Now, to answer your second question, besides Frost, who do I think Frieza will fight? I think Frieza is going to fight Nigirishi. I think he's going to fight Jiren. I think he's going to fight Toppo. I think he's going to fight, oh, I cannot wait to see him fight Kabe, Kale, and Khalifa. Think about that, guys. Frieza versus the Universe 6 Saiyans. Do you not know how classic that would be to see Frieza look at them and just being like, oh no, more monkeys, like just coming after them and trying to kill them and stuff? Like, it'll be great. So I would like to see Frieza, honestly, fight everybody. Hit, Gogeta, Botamo, you know, all sorts of fighters. But I think that aside from fighting Frost, I would love to see Frieza fight Hit, and I would love to see Frieza fight the actual Saiyans, because in seeing Kaba encounter Frieza, and for Frieza to say, hey, guess what, in my world, I destroyed your entire planet and killed all your people, like that would trigger everybody, especially seeing Kale, the female Broly, fight Frieza. How many people often wanted to see back in the day Broly fight Frieza, Broly fight Cell? Now we're gonna see Broly fight Frieza in the form of Kale, and seeing Kale fight Frieza, and that's gonna be such an epic fight. So I think that Frieza is gonna fight literally everybody, but by the end of it, I would like to see him fight the Saiyans more so than anyone else. Now, to answer your final question, what is my opinion on the best strategy? Well, The first strategy is get away from the edge. As Gohan said, we're gonna have to fight for the middle position. So I think the best strategy is to ultimately utilize the middle and staying away from the edges, because all the dumb fighters are gonna be in the middle. All the dumb fighters are gonna try to, you know, surround themselves like in stupid places at stupid times. So I think the best thing to do is to literally be in the middle and avoiding the concept of getting ringed out by being by the edge. However, you have to look at it from this standpoint. Everyone else is going to be fighting for the middle position too, so what makes you special? I think that by the end of this, you know, the fighters ought to just gather up together, especially Piccolo and whatnot, and kind of create a diversion to where they can get away from this and also, you know, have a momentary amount of like time to think on their feet and just, you know, stay mobile instead of just being complacent in the middle. So either way, despite what happens, I think that by the end of it, they're gonna have to fight for the middle. If not, they're gonna ultimately face extinction by getting ringed out by the edge of the ring. But I think for me, that's my best viable option, is being in the middle and seeing what happens there. So anyways, Mr. Sage, thank you so much for the questions, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and thank you all so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I want to give you guys a little special message before I go. I wanted to say, guys, thank you all so much for not just supporting the channel, but supporting my family. It really means a lot to me. It means more to me than you guys can ever possibly imagine. So thank you so much for the continuous support. Thank you guys so much for the continuous love. As I said before, hopefully enough, we can get this channel up and going and hopefully hitting 350,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. I think that'd be pretty cool. So again, guys, make sure you guys go ahead and share the channel, guys. Share the content. It really means a lot to me. And again, these questions are reflected onto you guys, so post your comments down below as to how you guys feel about this. Thank you all for watching. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go ahead and slap a like on the video. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe for more news, information, and updates. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, guys. Peace.